Hey guys, it's Julie here. Today we're going to be drawing this dog that I drew on paper because, I think it's pretty, and I think if I draw it digitally, it'll look a lot better. Currently we're adding just some little patches of fur on her head and around her face because, it's cute, and we're just cleaning up anywhere where we, overlap the lines, I guess. Now we are drawing her, torso, body, and now we are drawing on a little stomach for her, and then just cleaning up that sketch. And now we are fitting her to the page, and now we are going to fill in the eyes, or attempt to fill in the eyes, because I'm clearly not doing a very good job. There's bigger brush sizes. And now we're just tracing out a little star, coloring in her nose, and adding a little shine on her nose. It's so cute. Anyways, now we are coloring in the face with like a brown, like a chocolate brown. We are figuring out how I'm supposed to color it, because I'll blend it all together. So, we're coloring that in. Then we are adding another color. And then we are adding the final color to her snout. And now we are attempting to blend it. But that looks very ugly. So, we're attempting to blend it again. Still looks ugly. We're attempting to blend it out now. Now we are just blending out the little muzzle. And now we are just coloring her eyes back in white. And now we are just coloring in the little bits of fur on her head. The darker chocolate brown and this lighter, more orange brown. And then just slightly blending that to make it look, more detailed. It'll look cool in the end, I think. I worked really hard on this, so please no hate. But anyways, we're just repeating that for the remaining 5 pieces of hair. Water, delicious. We are on the last piece of fur hair. I'm gonna call it, I don't know. But now we're on to the stomach. We're just coloring that a lighter beige, tan, whatever you want to call it. And then we're going back in with that same brown we used for the first layer of the face to color in the rest of her torso. I think. I don't know. And now we are just filling in the little bits where her fur is, because the bigger brush can't get in there cleanly because it's spiky. And now I'm attempting to blend in the fur because it looks weird. I don't know. I'm doing a horrible job at trying to blend this out. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, now for the fur, we're just coloring in it. Am I really going to color this in? I can't just, fill it. Okay, we're going in with that dark chocolate brown from earlier, and we are filling in her fur around her face and by her ears. I don't really know what else to say. I drew another dog, it's like this, but it's, different, because, I just drew another dog, so, if you guys want to see me, make different versions of that dog, too, because I'm making different versions of this dog, I'm just copy and pasting the same image, and then just coloring it in differently, And, you know, maybe I'll change the eyes or the nose a little bit. I don't know. But it's never the exact same because I'm always going to do a different coloring design on it. So, you know. I just feel like coloring is a bit more relaxing sometimes than drawing. You know? Because when drawing, you gotta think of, like, what to draw. And then you gotta actually draw it. With coloring, you just color it. I don't know how to explain it. I just like coloring better. But, you know, it depends on the day. But now we are working on the inner ears and tracing that out, copy and pasting it on the other side so that it is symmetrical-ish. And now filling the ears in pink and then coloring in her ears, the brown from the face. And just cleaning up anywhere where we color outside the lines or it's messy, just finishing it up. Now we are adding her name behind her and coloring it because I can. And we're going with yellow for the background. We're cleaning up her eyes again. And then I'll show you the original drawing, and there is the final result. Please don't copy my drawings. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye. Hey guys, it's Strudel here. Today we will be drawing the dog, another version of this dog, I guess. I'm just using the same drawing, but just coloring it in differently. I have a few more color ideas to color in, so let me know if you want to see them. I also drew another dog, so I will get to work on drawing that and making different versions of that one to color. But currently I am working on coloring in the face. Yeah. And now we are coloring in the muzzle, making sure it's all nice, and now we're trying to blend it. We're adding in some of that darker gray back to, like, I don't know, make it look nice, I guess. I don't know. Okay, I guess I'm happy with that. Now we're adding some of this gray, darker gray, and just coloring it in the little top pieces of fur on her head. And then we're going back in with the lighter gray in the face to color in the top part. And then we're blending it just to make it look nice and clean. And now we're on to the ears, which I'm coloring like this for some reason, instead of just filling it. But, you know, that's whatever. Take my sweet old time coloring this. It's not even, I could have just filled it. And I'm using such a small brush, and okay, finally, I just filled it. And then we are doing a rainbow stomach because the theme for this one is rainbow. And I am struggling to get even stripes because I'm running out of room for purple. There's not enough room. And I'm attempting to use my line tool, but I'm sucking at it very bad. So now we are blending the stomach. We're attempting to. It's a while till I'm happy with this blending. And now we are on to the ears. Don't worry, I'll fix that up. And then we are fixing it up, blending it out, and then copy and pasting it onto the other ears so that the rainbows are like equal. And she's already looking so cute. But now we are working on the fur around her face. And that is also going to be rainbow. And then we are just blending that out. I'm adding a little bit more color so that it'll blend nicer, and then just blending that out. And now we're just going to go back in and clean up anywhere where we colored outside of the lines. You know, just make everything look nice and neat, because if there was just random splotches of colors around the actual drawing, I mean, if you made that, ooh, wait, I have an idea for my next dog. If you guys can guess the idea, it's a pretty good idea. Anyways, there were just random splotches of color. Might not look great, but, And then I'm just erasing the rest of this. This is taking a while. I don't really know what to talk about because these are time lapses and there's too much or too little time. But anyways, this is how she looks. She's so adorable. And now we're doing Lonnie because we have Layla and Lonnie else. And then we're just fixing that up, coloring it rainbow. And yeah, that's it. Have a great day. Goodbye. Hey, it's Drew here. Today we are going to be drawing yet another dog. There's still more coming after this. For today's little theme, I guess, we're going to do a clown dog. So we are just filling in the face, gray, and then coloring in the muzzle, a lighter shade of gray, and then blending it all out. And this one's going to be pretty basic for the coloring, like for the base coloring. But, it'll turn out good, So now we're working on the fur on the top bits of her hair. Blending that out. And now we are just filling in the rest of the things that don't need blending. And now we get to the fun part, drawing on the little face paint things that clowns have. And trying my best to draw a symmetrical triangle. I'm not doing great at it, but just cleaning everything up, filling it in, filling in the ears red because I didn't like the pink, and then drawing in the little blue cheeks and then realizing I did the coloring wrong. And then writing her name up there, Carla, and this is the finished product. Have a great day. Goodbye. Hey, it's Drew here. We're going to be drawing another dog. This one's pretty basic. We're just filling everything in. This one's cool. I really like this one. It's definitely not my favorite. But I really like this one. I think my favorite is the rainbow one. Can't remember her name off the top of my head. But I really like this one. This one comes in second place. Very emo scene. Just adding some piercings. Piercing the nose, maybe. And then adding a little nose shine. And then adding her name, Clover, and then fixing everything up. Just fixing up the little piercings. But that's all for today. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye. Hey, it's Julia here. Today we're going to be drawing another dog. This one's just going to be a gray dog. Sorry to spoil it for you guys. I had an idea, but I didn't like it. So, it's just going to be a gray dog today. We are just filling in the face. Doing a horrible job at it, clearly. But we were just filling in the face of the dog and then coloring in the muzzle a lighter color. And then we are blending that all out. And then filling in the rest of the dog. And then this was the idea. It was paint splatters, but I don't know. I didn't do it great. So I just decided not to. And then I'm deciding what to do with it now. But we're going to name her Lauren, and then I'm changing the letters in the background. But anyways, that's all for today. Hope you have a great day. Goodbye.